you can choose to first of all look at the abundance, because that's godly. God wants that. And right now, man, I see abundance in your life. I've seen thousands of these life wheels, and there's a lot of scarcity if you want to compare yours to other life wheels. There really is. That might not feel like satisfying to know that, but it's not a matter of even comparing. It's a matter of where the abundance actually is. Physical environment is absolutely huge. You're rating that thing really big. I would perceive that to actually say that you're satisfied with your location, with your country that you're living in. Exactly where you are feels like it's where you're meant to be in spite of the hard times. There's some satisfaction then with perhaps some of the things that are important to you, perhaps even church, perhaps even some of the relationships that you have close to you, because all of that ties into physical environment. Of course, the outdoor surroundings all apply to it as well. Coming into summer again, that'll be great. So you really have an appreciation for that. There's abundance. I encourage you to take a look at that aspect of your life as abundance, and then see what you're doing good that's appreciative over there, and actually take yourself out and say, hey, I really appreciate how abundant physical environment is to me in my life. There's lacks in my life, I acknowledge that, but look at the abundance and say, hey, I've got abundance in physical environment. Being out of balance is okay. I'll share with you what I mean. A lot of times what we do is we take a look at a tool like this. We take a look at the life wheel for an example, and we think we have to be in balance. That's the goal of this thing. I don't think so. Why? Life doesn't exactly work like that. You know, if your whole goal was to try to get this life wheel in balance, you are going to be striving and striving and striving, and it's all going to feel like work. So what I'd encourage you to do, and I've encouraged lots of people to do, and there's a lot of studies that will back this philosophy, is to take a look at life and say, hey, I'm going to be out of balance for periods of time, and I'm going to sow into these areas. I'm still going to have my abundance life wheel up in front of me so that I'll be able to see which areas are lacking so that I don't let them fall over the edge. But I realize that right now, the important things to me are, and you're going to have to list what they are. And then intentionally go out of balance with those, knowing there's freedom that you may not have the abundance in other areas. The problem that people have with that type of philosophy is that they don't know how to apply it though, because they respond to situations all over the place. So without keeping something like this up in front of you, you won't have any measuring stick to be able to say, okay, I'm choosing to be out of balance with these 4 areas for this amount of time, and create the awareness from that.